Welcome to SuperGamerX. In this video, I'll show you top 10 Lin's best mods. So, let's begin. Number 10. Magnetizer. The Magnetizer gun gives the player the ability to magnetize vehicles. You can north polarize and south polarize vehicles. Type magnet on your keyboard to activate the Magnetizer gun. Then, press left mouse button on a vehicle to south polarize it, and press right mouse button on another vehicle to north polarize it. Just like a real magnet, the vehicles with similar poles will repel each other, and vehicles with different poles will attract each other. Press left mouse button or right mouse button again on the polarized vehicle to remove polarization. Also, you can press V on your keyboard to view the magnetic field. Number 9. Portal Gun. The portal gun allows the player to shoot two interconnected portal on surfaces. Enter portal on your keyboard just like entering a cheat to activate the portal gun. Then, press left mouse button to shoot a blue portal at any point on a surface, and then, press right mouse button to shoot a yellow portal on another point. Whatever goes inside blue portal will come out from the yellow portal in reverse. Also, the speed is also conserved at which the vehicle or object or pedestrian entered in the portal. You can also press tab on your keyboard to get slow motion effect. Number 8. I.D.S. The I.D.S. mod gives the game the power to switch between 6 different dimensions, such as anti-gravity dimension, slow motion dimension, heavy dimension, fluffy dimension, big dimension, and tiny dimension. First of all, type I.D.S. on your keyboard just like entering a cheat to activate I.D.S. Then, press 1 on your keyboard to shift to reverse gravity mode. In this mode, vehicles and NPCs will fall up, rather than falling down. Its field is green. Press 2 on your keyboard to enter slow motion mode. In this mode everything moves slower than normal. Its field is yellow. Press 3 on your keyboard to switch to heavy dimension. In heavy dimension mode, NPCs will get killed with just getting mere push from vehicle. Its field is red. Press 4 on your keyboard to switch to fluffy dimension. In fluffy dimension mode, vehicles will become lighter than usual, so you can push the vehicles away by running into them. Its field is light yellow. Press 5 on your keyboard to switch to big dimension. In big dimension mode, vehicles, NPCs will appear bigger than usual and that's all. Its field is blue. Press 6 on your keyboard to switch to tiny dimension. This dimension is just the opposite of big dimension mode, where NPCs and vehicles will appear smaller. Its field is wide. Pressing any of those keys again will turn off those specific dimension, or you can switch dimension without turning off the previous one. The previous dimension will be automatically turned off while switching to any other dimension. Number 7. Cruise Missile. The Cruise Missile mod upgrades the RPG missile from normal to Heat Seeker missile. You don't have to enter any code for its activation, it's automatic. When wielding RPG, aim on the vehicle and just when the indicator turns red, fire the missile. The missile will chase the vehicle unlike going in just a straight direction. Keeping the left mouse button pressed will make the camera follow the missile. You can freely move the mouse to make the missile go in any direction you want. Press the tab key to slow down the missile. You will find more details about it in the mod's readme text file. Number 6. Gravity Gun. The gravity gun gives the player the ability to push and pull vehicles, NPCs or objects. Type gravity on your keyboard to activate the gravity gun. While aiming at any NPC, vehicle or object, press right mouse button to pull it, then press left mouse button to throw it. You can also press left mouse button directly without pulling any NPC, vehicle or object to push them. Keep pressing left mouse button continuously to keep pushing things. While holding an NPC, or vehicle, press X, or Y, or Z, on your keyboard, then, keep scrolling mouse wheel up, or down, to rotate the NPC or vehicle around those axes. Let go right mouse button, to drop the NPC or vehicle. Number 5. Switcheroo. The Switcheroo is a simple device which lets the player to switch its position with NPCs. Type switch on your keyboard to activate this mod. Then, while aiming at any NPC, press left mouse button to switch places with that NPC. You can also switch places with NPCs who are driving any vehicle by press the left mouse button aimed at them. If it's too fast, you can also press tab on your keyboard to enter slow motion mode to make switching places a lot more easier. Number 4. Plasma gun. The plasma gun shoots a concentrated ball of plasma, the properties of which depends on its accumulated energy. To activate, type plasma on your keyboard and enable this mod. Press and hold right mouse button to charge the gun, then, press left mouse button aimed at any NPC or vehicle to fire it. The gun emits a ball of plasma which will bounce from surfaces to surfaces, setting NPCs on fire and pushing vehicles. Not only does it set NPCs on fire, but also tosses them and vehicles in air upon contact. The ball is drawn towards nearest NPC or vehicle and also explodes when fired on maximum power. It simply is a great mod for causing chaos. Number 3. Slayer. The Slayer mod summons deadly bikes, which will kill and destroy NPCs or vehicles at the press of a button. Simply type Slayer on your keyboard like a cheat to activate this mod. The PCJ600 will come to the player for his protection. The bike is smart enough to know players' enemies and will go on killing them. You can press left mouse button on a vehicle or an NPC to assign them as target. Once the target is assigned, the bike will kill them if it's an NPC, or keep ramming them if it is a vehicle. Make multiple copies of the mod file to have more bikes. Number 2. SpiderMan. The SpiderMan mod gives the player Spider-Man-like abilities. To activate, enter Spidey on your keyboard to enable this mod. This mod's abilities include swinging around buildings with web, pulling and kicking away NPCs with web, binding NPCs with web, snatching away NPCs' weapons, hanging NPCs in lampposts, climbing walls and buildings, binding vehicles, jamming vehicles' tires or rotors. While aiming at any vehicle, press left mouse button to bind it. Then, press your crouch key along with left mouse button press to jam vehicle's tires. If the vehicle is a helicopter, then it will jam its blades. Press and hold sprint key on your keyboard to start climbing walls. While aiming at any NPC, press left mouse button to shoot web and bind it. Then, press your crouch key along with left mouse button pressed to hang NPC on a lamppost. For this action to work, you must make sure that the NPC is near to lamppost. While NPC bounded with web zip, press Shift plus up arrow key to kick away the NPC. Similarly, press Shift plus arrow down to pull near the NPC. Read the README text file that comes along with this mod to know more about this mod's abilities.
You're away from the freaking way!
While aiming at any building wall, press left mouse button to shoot web zip to swing around buildings.
You got any hair gel? You ever eat a live gator?
Hey, my friend.
I made the mistake of wrestling
This
Mitch.
take
What did
got
Mitch say?
yourself a nice
No, I never
hog.
did
You hear
that.
the new
I don't
Love Fish
think.
record?
Number 1. Ghost Rider. The Ghost Rider mod gives the player the abilities of Ghost Rider. It also gives the player the Hell Cycle, which is his ultimate weapon of destruction. Type Ghost on your keyboard to activate this mod. Then, press right mouse button to charge Fireball. After that, aim on any NPC or vehicle and press left mouse button to fire the fireball. The fireball will destroy if fired on vehicle, and kill and set NPCs on fire. Pressing Shift plus Tab will destroy all vehicles and NPCs around. You can press Shift plus V key to spew fire over NPCs or vehicles. This also kills NPCs and destroys vehicles. But this works only when the player is near to NPC or vehicle. Then, if you want the Hell Cycle, you can summon it by pressing Shift plus C key. Getting on Hell Cycle and driving it fast will burn and kill NPCs nearby and destroy oncoming vehicles in Hell Cycle's range. The Hell Cycle's trail can also set NPCs on fire and burn nearby vehicles. Press Shift plus forward button to accelerate at high speed. You can ride the Hell Cycle in water too, and you can make the Hell Cycle jump by pressing the wheelie button. Also, you can ride walls with Hell Cycle too. And lastly, the Hell Cycle will always come back to you if you leave it and go somewhere away from it. You can also assign targets for Hell Cycle to destroy or kill NPCs or vehicles just like Slayer mod. In Ghost Rider mode the shotguns have increased power. The shotgun's impact is now more powerful, and it will toss and burn NPCs in mid-air, killing them as well. You can see ragdoll effect on NPCs when hit by shotguns. The shotgun will explode vehicles instead of just damaging them. This mod is an ultimate mod for destruction and salvation. The links to all those mods is given in the description. Also, you can type the same codes again to deactivate those mods. Example, type portal to activate portal gun. Typing portal again will deactivate the portal gun. However, this does not apply to cruise missile mod, as it works automatic. I hope you like these mods and support Lynn's work. I have provided the link of his channel in the description. I also hope that you will have a great time with his mods as well. Please like this video if you found it useful. Comment what you want on next video. Please subscribe our channel to help us keep growing. Lastly, thanks for watching SuperGamerX.